Do you ever look at someone who seems to handle everything life throws at them with this incredible calm and wonder? How do they do that? Most of us think mental strength is something you're just born with. You're either tough, resilient, and disciplined, or you're not. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Mental strength isn't a personality trait, it's a skill. And just like any skill, it's built quietly, slowly, through small decisions that most people never even notice. If you've ever wondered why some people stay so calm under pressure, why they don't fall apart when things go wrong, why they keep moving forward while others get stuck, it's not because their life is easier, it's because their thinking is different. And once you understand how that thinking works, you can start building it in yourself. Let's begin with a truth that might be a little uncomfortable, but is absolutely crucial. Life isn't supposed to be easy. The sooner you stop expecting it to be, the stronger you'll become. Mentally strong people don't waste their precious energy asking, "Why is this so hard?" They assume difficulty is just part of the process. When something goes wrong, they don't see it as a personal failure. They see it as feedback. It's just data telling them what to do next. Most people, however, do the exact opposite. They actively avoid discomfort. They look for shortcuts, the easy way out. They numb themselves with endless distractions, scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, anything to avoid feeling the pressure. And then they're genuinely surprised when that pressure finally breaks them. But here's the thing. Pressure doesn't create weakness. It reveals it. Your mind works in the exact same way your body does. Think about it. If you never go to the gym, if you never challenge your muscles, they stay fragile. If you constantly protect your body from any kind of effort, it never adapts. It never gets stronger. Strength only comes from resistance, and it's exactly the same for your mind. This is why our struggles matter so much, not because they're pleasant, but because they are absolutely necessary for growth. Every single time you face something difficult and you don't immediately run away, you're training your nervous system to stay steady. You're teaching yourself on a deep subconscious level, "I can handle this," and that belief, that quiet confidence, it compounds over time. Eventually, mentally strong people develop this inner sense of calm. It's not arrogance. It's not loud, flashy motivation. It's just a calm assurance that whatever happens, they'll figure it out. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that mental strength means never feeling fear, or stress, or doubt. That's not strength. That's denial. Mentally strong people feel all of it. They just don't let those feelings control their actions. When something triggers stress or frustration in them, they pause, and that pause is everything. You see, between a stimulus and your response, there's a moment. A tiny space where you get to choose how you react. Most people react automatically, on pure instinct. They snap and say things they regret. They quit way too early. They let their emotions make huge decisions for them. But strong minds have learned how to slow that moment down. They take a breath. They step back even just for a second. They ask themselves, what is the smartest, most effective response right now? This ability doesn't come from some special talent. It comes from practice. And here is one small habit you can use to build this skill starting today. When something upsets you, don't act immediately. Just give yourself 5 seconds. Count to 5 in your head, then respond. That tiny delay trains your emotional control, and emotional control is one of the absolute foundations of mental strength. Another foundation is how you deal with failure. Most of us are terrified of it. We take it so personally, seeing it as proof that we're just not good enough. But mentally strong people see failure completely differently. To them, failure is just data. It's information. It simply shows what didn't work and what they need to adjust for next time. They don't collapse when something goes wrong. They recalibrate, they learn, and they move forward. This simple mindset shift removes so much unnecessary suffering from your life. Look, pain is an unavoidable part of being human. But suffering often comes from resisting reality. From wishing things were different instead of dealing with things as they actually are. The moment you stop fighting reality and start working with it, your energy comes flooding back. And you can invest that newfound energy into building habits, not chasing motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It's a feeling that comes and goes. If you only ever do the right thing when you feel like it, you will never build consistency. Mentally strong people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They decide in advance how they are going to behave, especially on the days they don't feel like it. Discipline, at its core, isn't harsh or dramatic. It's quiet. It's doing the small, sometimes boring thing again and again, even when no one is watching you, even when the progress feels completely invisible. A short workout when you'd rather stay in bed. A focused hour of work without distractions. A few minutes of quiet reflection instead of mindlessly scrolling your phone. These actions don't look impressive in the moment, but over time, they completely reshape your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries to do things. You start seeing yourself as someone who follows through, and that shift, that changes everything. Another powerful habit that mentally strong people build is intentional discomfort. Not extreme stuff, not reckless behavior. Just small, controlled challenges. Turning the shower to cold for the last 30 seconds. Waking up just 15 minutes earlier than you need to. Finishing that one annoying task you've been avoiding all day. Each one of these small acts sends the same message to your brain. I can do hard things. And your brain believes what you repeatedly show it. Finally, mentally strong people create structure in their lives. They don't rely on pure willpower to get through chaotic environments. They design routines and systems that reduce friction and make the right choices easier. They work in the same place at the same time with minimal distractions. When your environment supports your focus, building strength becomes so much easier to maintain. And over time, something really interesting starts to happen. You stop needing external validation from others. You stop reacting emotionally to every little setback. You stop feeling like life is constantly overwhelming you. And it's not because life got any easier, it's because you got steadier. Mental strength isn't about becoming invincible or emotionless. It's about becoming adaptable. It's about knowing that no matter what life throws at you, you won't fall apart. You'll adjust, quietly, calmly, one smart decision at a time. That is how real, lasting strength is built. Not all at once in some grand moment, but a little smarter, a little steadier, every single day. Most people will close this video and do nothing. If that's not you, leave a like, comment intentional if you're acting tomorrow, subscribe. This channel is for builders. We don't watch life pass by. We build.